Got this, Jim. You got this.
We're
right?
on.
We're on right now. So I'm here with Jim Palmer. He's one of our weekend supervisors. God bless his little heart and soul. He keeps us right. He was my old leader, and he's still a good quality guy and a good leader to this day. And I asked him to help answer some questions for us and talk about some attributes that work for all of us that help he instills in what we do. And he's helped me grow to be a leader as well. So, Jim, there's 6 components here. EMS officer self-attributes is things that you rely on in yourself. Work habits that you've instilled in us and others. Work attitudes, which you have also been a big hand in. Stress management, which you yourself have to deal with on occasion from around the time. Yes, from babysitting us. And also getting the crews going. A little insight to why you've done kind of where you're at, and the biggest thing, learning, right? Keeping everything up to speed and up to date. So these 6 qualities are what we're looking for. Why don't you go ahead and give a little meaning of what they are to you, and then we'll talk about the one most important fact, and should be good.
Okay. Officer self-attributes. I feel as a supervisor, you definitely need to be the positive winning attitude guy. Always be in a good mood, be upbeat, bring a positive attitude on your daily basis. I think that rolls off on your crews. If you come in every day happy, ready to work. As one of the big things, I think, as a supervisor, you need to be supportive of your crews. Be out there in the trenches with them, helping them along, checking, helping them at the hospital, putting gurneys together, not just be a guy telling everybody what to do. You need to be out there with them, helping them out. Work habits, it's kind of the same thing when I was on the rig, here on time, ready to work. I enjoyed my job on a daily basis, still do. And you can bring all that to your crew members that you supervise on a daily basis. Kind of still goes back to being in the field with them, showing them that you're willing to get out there and help them do the job that needs to get done. Don't just tell them how to do it. Get out there and show them and help them.
I like it.
Work attitudes. Still got to have a positive attitude. I think if you're a leader, you need to have a positive attitude. Some of the supervisors are kind of older, burnt out, kind of rub across on the crews. I don't think you get as much out of your crews if you treat your crews that way. So being upbeat and staying positive at all times throughout a shift. It's hard. It's 24 hours. We're beating these guys into the ground. They're running a lot of calls. There's plenty of times when they want to take a break. You want to take a break, but you just got to keep on soldiering through. So I think that helps a lot. Stress management goes both ways. We need our days off. Our days are stressful. Currently, we work 24-hour shifts. We're probably up 20 of those hours, working with the crews, keeping people moving, keeping units in service, restocking narcotics. We're doing all kinds of different things for those 20 hours. So when you get a day off, you need to unplug whatever you find for yourself that you enjoy doing on your day off. You need to do that and unplug from work. And for the crews, you kind of have to be an open ear for them. There's plenty of times when they're busy, they're stressed, they're mad at dispatch, they're mad at whatever, CES or the billing department. You just got to be an ear to them. Listen to what they have to say. We're not a fan of
dispatch. We are not a fan.
Comm's usually a big issue.
One word, Caesar salad.
You need to be there, listen to them, have an open mind, and be understanding, because, it wasn't too many years ago. I was on the rig, and I understood that too, and I had to manage that stress myself. So having a supervisor there that you can just bounce stuff off of is a good thing. Self-insight. I think the biggest thing that a supervisor brings to the field, crews, especially, like I work the weekend, so I usually have, so to say, a lot of the newer crew members that have the less experience. I can bring my past experience from the field of being an EMT, working here for 20 years, tell them how I think we should do things, or give them a different set of eyes or a different perspective of problem-solving situations that they might come up with on a daily basis. So I get a lot of phone calls and say, hey, I'm in this situation, what do you want me to do, or how do you want me to handle it? And I can usually give them an insight on what would probably be the best way to handle that. So that works out pretty fast, pretty good so far. Learning, that kind of goes both ways. The crew members learn from me. I can learn from them. You know, I have pretty much an open attitude with the crews of just because I'm the supervisor, I don't have all the answers. I'm willing to listen to other suggestions on how to problem solve. And if I like the idea, we'll run with it. If it works, it works. Learning from other supervisors that have done this longer than me, you know, can ask. I always have a pretty good relationship with them to bounce questions off of them too, and get insight from what they've done in the past and situations that come up. We usually do that every morning when we exchange between supervisors. Another thing for the learning is we have a lot of FTOs. Like Ryan's one of our newer FTOs. He's out there in the field. He sees crews at the hospitals. He sees crews on the calls. Most of the guys are pretty open about going to the FTOs if they got issues also with clinical situations or customer service issues that they can talk to the FTOs about. So there's usually pretty good open communication between everybody on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Jim's been a pretty big help on keeping me on track and getting me out in the field, and we've been bouncing ideas off each other for a long while, keeping night crews cruising the right way, and it's been a pretty successful partnership thanks to his open-mindedness, for sure, and I appreciate all his help. Out of all 6 things that we've talked about, what's your most favorite? What would you concentrate on to instill in someone else? New, old, whatever. One attribute.
The biggest thing that I try to do on a daily basis is just be a support staff to you guys. I mean, yeah, I'm the supervisor and I need to know about stuff, and there's times I got to do disciplinary actions and all that kind of stuff, but I still consider myself as just basically one more of the crew members that you guys can bounce things off of, run it by me, and basically just be your support staff, because that's really what I am.
And he's even ran calls with us, which is the exciting part. Yeah,
yeah, and I enjoy getting out there running calls. Usually go out to the MCIs and stuff like that.
Heck yeah,
stuff, so.
Yeah, getting dirty with all of us. It's nice.
It's still get out there and just be supportive of the crews. You got to help them out. They're in tough situations, which we've all been in the past. So we get plenty of people that come and just be open-minded of, you know, everybody's a little different. Some people just need to vent, and some people want to fix the world. So you just got to kind of be a support staff.
There you go. Well, Jim was our Sup Du Jour today, and thank you so much for taking time out for us.
No problem.
And other than that, sign off, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks.